This vehicle is the Carthago C Tourer 143, and as you can see, it's on a Fiat Ducato basis, as are most German manufactured motorhomes. And let's have a quick look at this. To start off, we've got the bad news: €76,280. The base price is €67,650. And that's interesting point here is the amount of payload, which is 595 kilos on a 3.5 ton basis, but you can even put it up to 4,250 if that's not enough for you. Measurements: 699 centimeters long, 227 wide, 294 high, 689. Length is about the ideal in my opinion, because that is more or less the maximum that give you space with the minimum for parking. Obviously you want the vehicle to be as small as possible to park and as big as possible to be able to live. Okay, let's have a look at this magnificent garage here. Plenty of space in there, and that thing there is the electrics. You open it up here, you've got your charger there, you've got your fuse box, so you can see what's going on with that should you need access for any reason. Let's face it, we all occasionally need access to the fuse box. Put this thing here. Which is the gas. So you have to lift the gas up there. In this case, 2 bottles. What I suggest you do is just have 1 bottle which is refillable. That is the best option of all, in my opinion. So you have to carry the things. You've got access here to more storage, and let's go inside the van. So first thing, as you can see as you come in, you've got a double floor cellar. So the cellar has been built into the double floor. In this case, the cellar is that big. In fact, there's 2 parts to it. You've also got down there your water pump. So if you need to drain the tank, if you're going to put it in storage or something like that, you'd want to drain it. So that would be the place to do it. Easy access. Let's come to the bedroom at the back. 2 single beds, and you can make 1 double bed out of it should you so desire. You've got extra storage in the stairs as well as under the bed. There you go, glider shrunk. A bit there and on the other side as well. Hanging space, well, less so here, but more on the other side. Plenty of space there. I suppose the other, that left-hand side would be more for your clothes. Sorry, this thing here takes a bit of time to focus. There. Noted this camera for slow focusing. I noticed that when I bought it. In fact, I found that out on the internet. On the other hand, it's got so many other good points to it. I think it's very good. And I notice people complain about my filming. So your filming's amateur. Well, of course it's amateur. If it were professional, I'd be doing it professionally and getting paid for it, and rather than doing it as I am doing it now. Anyway, that mowing over, let's have a look at the fridge. You can see myself in there, and we've got a thin fridge. Now I'm in favour of small fridges. That fridge is relatively small, so it's a compromise between what I want and what everybody else wants. You've got a freezer compartment as well at the top there. I really like the thin fridges though, because it saves so much space within the motorhome. More under floor storage. So let's have a look. There and yeah, towards the back we have access to the water tank. Now, around the table, I've got all these seats. I don't like this seat here. I think that's a complete waste of time. I think we better have a bit of space. I think that just adds clutter. And if it were not there, then we'd have all this extra space. Now, one thing I'm very pleased to see is that this does not have a bed, an extra bed here, which means you've got this huge amount of headspace as you walk down here. So I'm in the passenger seat now, and I stand up quickly, and I don't have to worry about getting my head bumped. Sitting around the table like this, you know, this is great. You've got the panoramic window to look out of. This is motorhome living, as far as I'm concerned. It's difficult to say what's my favourite Carthago. I think I'd possibly go for this one, but not in a bed like that. I'd want a bed which was width-wise. You get beds like this in a single bed format. That's great if you're very tall, but in my case, as I'm just average height anyway, 175, I don't need it, so I can have the width-wise one. That also saves a couple of centimetres at the back, or alternatively, it will give you a little bit extra space to play around with inside the vehicle. Another thing which Carthago does is this coffee maker here, which you see in many of its vehicles, and some it just pops up and down, and this one it's just there. Now, this thing here is the top for the sink, but I have this impression it's also a chopping board, but maybe I'm wrong on that one. That goes in there like that, or if you don't want it in there like that, you can stick it back up in there like that, or better, you can stick it in there like that. 3 burners as a standard. And I'm going to come to the back here and turn around and finish with a view looking down. I think the quality of the craftsmanship, the lighting, it's outstanding really. Don't know if I showed any, I don't know. Oh, I didn't. Well, there you go. There's the washroom. 2 plugs, which is more or less what you want. Mirror from wall to wall. The only complaint I have about this is that I think I'd want a duckboard, although I don't know. I haven't made my mind up on that one.